You're not taping, are you?
To get a few comments from one of the ex-coaches at Tarrant High School, has now been elevated to the position of leadership in the school system. That great ball of fire, that Livingston dynamite, that ball of fire, wild kicking, high flying KM Sonny Seal. In just a minute, here he is, friends. Coach Seal, what about this problem we have?
Well, what'd you say your name was? Roy?
Roy Riley.
Oh, well, Roy, this boy we got a lot of trouble 3 years ago. Had twins, then had triplets, then so on, kept going up one time, and I've had him in my office talking to him a time or two, He's a great leader on the field, great leader. Won a couple ball games for us, brought a record up to 2-8 last year.
2-8.
Brought it up from a 1-9 to a 2-8. We're expecting to win 3 ball games this year, his senior year, but we've already won 1 ball game in 6 attempts. That's our best yet of the season. And if he's off the team, I just don't know what we're going to do. He's just been a discipline problem all year long.
Sonny, Coach Seal, are you saying that if you were coach in the situation, would you have suspended this young man or not? Can you say?
Well, I don't know. I'd got him in my office and had a talk with him, beat him or something, but I don't believe I would have suspended him.
You say you would have beat him. Any other discipline measures you would have used?
Sitting to bed early, the regular routine.
Well, how do you view the team's success or failure with or without this man?
Terrible.
You say the team is doomed to failure without him?
Doomed.
Ladies and gentlemen, a few comments from that high-flying, rough-riding KM Sonny Seal. This is Roy Riley, out.
This is Buster Blackman, making our way down to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, interviewing Mr. Hubert Aaron. Mr. Hubert Aaron, what's the situation in the fishing conditions out here?
Fishing conditions are bad. The coal industry has ruined the fishing in the Warrior River.
Well, I just heard the old flicking your wrist on the old fly reels is not what it used to be. What's due to this, Mr. Aaron?
Well, it's lack of practice. My wife keeps me close in, tending the garden, painting the house, mowing the yard, feeding the dog, pulling tomatoes, weeding the plants in the yard, the flowers, you name it. It's just lack of practice. If I could just sneak away and get down in some cast on that river, I could land them again, I assure you.
Well, I heard you've been petting Popo a lot lately. I've been hearing he's been getting a lot of fleas, tending his fleas. That distracts your fishing a lot, doesn't it, Mr. Aaron?
Yes, I worry about the old boy. He's a lot heavier than I am, so he's getting much more to eat than I am.
Mr. Aaron, what kind of worms are you using lately?
I use those long fiddle worms that I drive a stake into the ground and rub a rock across the top of them and fiddle them out.
I heard you invented this technique, Mr. Aaron. I wish you'd just go over, once upon a time.
Well, I've been given credit for it. I don't know if I do, and I understand me and another fellow down in Bibb County share the record. We discovered it in 1802. But basically, you got to have a willow limb. Must be willow. Can't be hickory or maple or oak or pine. It's got to be willow. You drive it in the ground approximately 6 inches, and you get you a nice smooth flintstone and scrape across the top of it, and the vibrations bring the big long fiddler worms to the top.
Is that Fred Flintstone?
Yes.